Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Monday, July 24th, 2023. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Well, we start off the week on a bit of a cloudy note with an area low pressure approaching from the Carolinas heading towards our neck of the woods. And that's producing a few scattered showers as you head down towards the Delmarva Peninsula and portions of southeastern Pennsylvania. Some of those showers will be moving through our region today, but for right now, we have generally cloudy skies with temperatures ranging from the upper 60s to lower 70s over the northern interior and in your suburbs, lower to mid 70s along the immediate coast and in your urban areas. Enjoy the relatively cool weather today because a real hot and humid air mass is finally going to take control of the region. And when I say hot and humid, I'm not talking about it gets up to 90, 91. We're talking about temperatures exceeding 95 degrees with a heat index pushing over 100 degrees as we head towards the middle and end of this week. So our very first really intense, strong surge of heat and humidity. And I'm bringing it up now because we haven't experienced a lot of this summer, unless you're traveling out towards Texas or the plains, you really have been able to avoid it. And the reason why I'm concerned about that is because you might not be used to it. So when this hot and humid air mass hits, make sure you drink plenty of water, and if you can, stay indoors. If you have to work outside during this hot and humid weather pattern for the end of the week, take some precautions and make some plans now to give yourself enough breaks, to drink enough water, to stay cool, because it's not just, yes, we've experienced hot and humid weather patterns in the past, it's the factor of we haven't really had a lot this year, so the human body may not be as acclimated to dealing with it and basically being able to adapt as quickly. So especially watch your kids, watch your elderly with this pattern taking hold. Taking a look at the latest radar and surface map from WeatherTap. High pressure is giving way, clouds are increasing. Here comes our rainfall. The bulk of the rainfall is pushing off the coast. We're going to miss the bulk of this, but there's going to be scattered showers, and some of these showers, as you can see, are going to be capable of producing heavier downpours. And with those heavier downpours, it's also going to produce plenty of cloudy skies. So it's going to keep our temperatures cool. The precipitable weather values, which we watch as the rainfall approaches, is not too bad. Okay, so I'm not looking for any type of flooding rains or anything of that nature. But one thing's for sure, it's certainly going to be a cloudy day for our first half of the day. This is moving pretty quickly. So we'll see some clearing skies as we head towards the late afternoon and evening hours, especially from eastern Pennsylvania and then working its way towards the Delmarva Peninsula. But for this morning, plenty of cloud cover is in place. And when we zoom out and take a look at the infrared satellite picture, you can see the cloud tops cooling here. This means that we're seeing more lifting, more rising in the atmosphere. Remember, the colder the cloud top, the higher the cloud top is, and what that tells us is that you're getting stronger lifting associated with this low pressure system. And that's why we're seeing the expansion of these colder cloud tops. Very much kind of like a fall or winter type system that you would see when we watch out for our nor'easters and watch to see whether or not they're developing. This is one of the signals that we look for of rapidly cooling cloud tops, which means lifting is increasing. That's essentially what we're seeing here with this low pressure system. But you can see the coldest cloud tops all focused around North Carolina, and the progression is basically remaining over the coastal waters. But this still opens up the potential for scattered showers capable of a heavy downpour or two. Now, when we take a look at our forecast for today, watch out for a few scattered showers. Temperatures will be rebounding into the lower to mid 80s over the interior and along the immediate coast, mid to upper 80s in the Delaware River Valley. For tonight into tomorrow, again, we're going to keep that scattered shower threat in place with temperatures falling off into the mid to upper 60s over the interior and upper 60s to lower 70s along the coast. For tomorrow afternoon, a cold front will be approaching but rapidly weakening. So there will be a threat for scattered showers and thunderstorms, but it's not going to produce much in the way of any type of air mass change. In fact, it is the signal of the start of our hot and humid weather pattern. So for tomorrow afternoon, watch out for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some of them could be severe, so we'll keep an eye on that. Look for our high temperatures to range from the mid to upper 80s over the northern interior, lower to mid 80s along the coast, and upper 80s to lower 90s in the Delaware River Valley. On Wednesday, the changes begin. Notice our western Atlantic ridge starts to build towards the coast, and we get more of a southwesterly wind Our cold front has now become a trough, so there's a threat here for a few isolated thunderstorms, and some of those isolated thunderstorms could reach severe levels. Moving forward from Wednesday all the way on through the end of the week and into Saturday, each day is going to feature fog in the morning and isolated thunderstorms in the afternoon. And those thunderstorms will be capable of heavy downpours, frequent lightning, wind gusts over 55 miles per hour, and a few of those storms, and possibly some small hail. The primary concern will be straight line wind gusts, downburst wind gusts, as the moisture in the atmosphere is lifted, cools in the thunderstorm, and then slams towards the ground. So not really looking for much in the way of any type of tornadic development out of this weather pattern. It also is going to start off with our humidity. Now, Wednesday morning won't be too bad. Look for lows ranging from the mid to upper 60s over the northern interior, upper 60s to lower 70s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the mid to upper 80s over the northern interior, mid to upper 80s along the coast, and lower to mid 90s in the Delaware River Valley. Now on Thursday, the heat and humidity really takes hold. Look for low temperatures with areas of fog ranging from the upper 60s to lower 70s over the interior, lower to mid 70s along the coast and near urban areas. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 90s over the northern interior, upper 80s to lower 90s along the immediate coast, and mid to upper 90s in the Delaware River Valley, possibly touching 100 degrees. And what that translates to is a heat index pushing over 100 degrees. And again, I warn you, with these type of conditions in place, all right, where we could be pushing 100, 105 degrees, we're not used to this heat so far this year, so use some caution and be prepared, especially along the I-95 corridor, where that heat and humidity right in that Delaware River Valley I-95 corridor area could really be amplified via the urban heat island effect. So certainly some factors to consider there. So that's going to be the same pattern all the way through Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We have our ridge over the western Atlantic, pumping all the tropical moisture into our area. And we have cold fronts that approach but die, and they constantly produce a threat for isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Every day will feature low temperatures ranging from the upper 60s to lower 70s over the northern interior, lower to mid 70s in your suburbs, mid to upper 70s, possibly even staying around 80 degrees in your urban areas, because that urban heat island effect keeps the heat and humidity in place. And our high temperatures will range from the mid to upper 80s over the northern interior, upper 80s to lower 90s along the immediate coast, and mid to upper 90s, possibly touching 100 degrees in the Delaware River Valley. We see an end to this pattern on Sunday with a strong cold front producing widespread showers and thunderstorms. Some of those thunderstorms could reach severe levels. Look for low temperatures ranging from the upper 60s to lower 70s over the northern interior, lower to mid 70s along the coast, and high temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 80s over the northern interior, upper 80s to lower 90s along the immediate coast, and mid to upper 90s around the Delaware River Valley. There's going to be quite a range in temperatures depending on the position of the cold front. The cold front moves faster on Sunday. Most locations will be knocked down into the 80s. If the cold front takes a little bit longer and doesn't really move through until the late afternoon, that allows for locations like the Philadelphia metro to heat up into the 90s with plenty of heat and humidity still in place. And then on Monday, a polar air mass takes hold, with clearing skies and temperatures falling off into the upper 50s to mid 60s over the northern interior, mid to upper 60s in your suburbs, upper 60s to lower 70s in your urban areas, as some of that humidity is still held in there because of the urban heat island effect. And then for high temperatures, much cooler, mid 70s to lower 80s over the northern interior, lower to mid 80s along the coast, and mid 80s to lower 90s in the Delaware River Valley. That is your forecast discussion for today. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.